Hello there, my name is Austyn Wiles. I'm an aspiring game developer, and it's been a while since I've last made a video, so I decided to give a little quick update video, and I figured while I would do that, I would showcase off my, little game I made last year or so, this was the game that taught me how to use the Unreal Engine, so I'm gonna just start it up right now. It's nothing crazy, it's just a simple medieval fantasy kind of top-down adventure game. All these assets were made using the Infinity Blade assets that that Epic Games provides. First enemy. Um, as you can see, I kind of made the game unintentionally a little hard. You die in like 2 hits, so I'm going to try that up again. But yeah, what this is just a very simple like top-down gauntlet style like horde-based mini game where in which it's just medieval themed. You have two attacks. You have a melee attack, which is like a sword, 2-hit combo, and then a ranged attack, which is like that fire effect. This also taught me how to use particle effects within the Unreal Engine, and also how to again manage assets, teach me about texture work and stuff like that. It was a very useful project, and that was very influential. That was very helping in my capstone project I had made. But because it's a tutorial, there are limitations. Again, like the enemies, I think can be a little unfair, and also the fact that they do kind of tend to have a habit of just wandering around. Like you gotta search for them; they don't search for you until it's like they're within your range. I would also make the camera like a bit like higher up, just so that way it's again you don't do this thing of like finding the enemy. Um, but overall, it's a project I was proud about. I'm doing this to kind of showcase like just other stuff I've done in this engine. After this video, I'm going to do another one that showcases off the little pinball game I did, which isn't anything crazy again, but it's just something that, that was my very first time ever using the Unreal Engine, and it was just a great showcase of, to me at least, what can be done with it, more than just, action games like this. Excuse me there. But, yeah, essentially, I mean, there's nothing else too much to say. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been posting more on the channel. It's something I want to get better at. Just like various things have been kind of stopping me from doing that. My parents, family issues have been happening, and I've been having to help them move stuff to a new house. And also is the fact that, I don't know if it picks up on the video, but I'm currently running this on a gaming laptop, and while it's doing the job just fine, as you can see, the game itself, this game specifically does not have the highest frame rate, and it's just one of those, I want to get a tower computer, but obviously with the GPU shortage, it's a little harder to find computer parts these days, and so that's another goal of mine, and again, also, because I'm using a laptop to do all this, I'm also using the laptop to record this video, so I do want to get a microphone to actually, make higher quality videos. One other thing is the fact that there are two types of enemies in this game, and that is a long-ranged blue-haired character, and another one is a close-range green-haired character. That's another thing I would change, the fact that because of the way the game's programmed, the close-range character uses the same model as my own, so that's something I do definitely want to change, because I do think, otherwise while I don't think the player runs the risk, I do think there is a little slight chance of the fact that players could get mixed up between which character is who, especially with the higher enemy counts. And another thing is the fact that, again, this game is very unfinished. This was one of those, again, it was more of a tutorial thing that was more teaching how to use the engine and kind of doing a little bit of everything, whether it's what I want to do is specifically focus on things like atmosphere and level design, and if I'm able to work with my friend to create unique music for it, because I think that's a very key part of game, making the environment feel alive is the artwork and the things that are not necessarily gameplay. So I'm gonna stop this now because I forgot I had oops 7. Interesting. I'll have to get back to that later. But yeah, again, this wasn't anything. This is just a little project I did over in my I think it was spring 2021 semester, and also a little bit over the summer to just kind of teach me the basics of the Unreal Engine. And it was a project I was very proud of, and I really liked how these temples turned out and such. But yeah, there's a lot, like, if I was to redo this project, there's a lot I would want to redo, like, specifically to just make a more interesting layout. Probably, like, if I was to do, like, if it's horde-based, then I would also want it to do where it changes the level layout at, like, every, like, 10 or so rounds. Um, there is a lot I would change with this. And again, also just more enemy variety, better visuals when it comes to the enemies, because I do think the enemies look too much like the player. Again, this is more like a demo rather than anything else, so it's not indicative of what I want to do. But one other thing is, I do want to try and post weekly, or at the very least bi-weekly, on this channel. I plan on making a video that showcases, like by the end of this week, hopefully I will have a video that kind of gives a demo of like a rough idea for a layout I have for like a mini hub area. That the idea is it'll be fantasy based, where in which it's like the idea of it would be you would be in this small little town and you would effectively like it would just be like a hub area, so it would like be able to branch out. You would begin in this one environment, you would be able to have this town to like explore, a very small town, but it would still have like just a shop and also like some NPCs to talk to and such. But the big thing is it would also be able to, like, it would guide the player towards one of three different levels, all of which with, like, a different visual aesthetic. And that's something I'm still working on right now. I still got to draw out the plans. And again, by the end of the week, I think I'll try to have a, like, very, very rough layout of what I have in mind. So when that is, I'll get back to that. So, like, when that is ready, I'll get back to that, and I'll make a video. And thank you guys all for watching. Have a nice day.